I was suddenly having to deal with this new animal, this systemic lupus erythematosus, which I had no clue what it really means and what it was going to now do into my life progressively. So welcome back on this edition where we are covering the lupus series. May being Lupus Awareness Month, we have decided to also take time to spread awareness about lupus and educate each of us and also inspire hope amongst those of us who are journeying with lupus on this Beyond Condition platform.
That's definitely true. And so on to the next question. I think it's more of you being a lupus survivor. You also have other automated lupus diseases, autoimmune diseases. So what's the difference between lupus and other autoimmune diseases?
Okay. How lupus attacks the body is that it goes for any organ, as opposed to many other autoimmune disorders, which are more targeted towards a specific organ. Lupus will attack the lungs, it will attack the heart, it will attack the brain, it will attack the skin. I have had inflammation of the eyes. It will attack the joints. Lupus it does not discriminate against whichever organ it chooses to attack.
Is there a basic criteria of how lupus attacks different parts of the body?
There is no criteria. No, it just
Randomly attacks any.
it attacks. It's indiscriminate. It attacks any organ in your body, and your immunity will just attack itself.
So, in other terms, what are the warning or early warning signs that you are heading to a lupus infection or disease?
From my own experience, anytime I have felt extra exhaustion on a normal day, and sometimes even waking up exhausted, extremely fatigued, headaches, and can be an ordinary headache, but I never take it ordinary until it like passes.
The limit.
Yeah. So then when I start getting sensations within my joints and the stiffness of the joints, especially in the morning, then I know that a lupus flare is in the offing. Yeah.
So, that's the only warning signs that are there in lupus, or those are the warning signs that you are affected with.
This is from my own experience. These are normally my warning signs, and sometimes even a rash. And it could be different for different people. This is from my own experience.
That's what I was
Yeah.
basically asking. If
Yeah.
there are more of other warning signs apart from the ones that you've mentioned,
I'm
that
sure
you could
there
like
is.
to mention to others.
I'm sure there is. I may not be very keen on it. And in fact, this has just come up. When lupus attacked my kidneys earlier on, when I was still a teenager, I actually ended up with protein in my urine also.
Protein.
So yes, yeah. So when your urine is tested, your urine also, like, they are able to detect some protein in your urine. It's normally one of the things they look out for during a urinalysis, and it can point towards inflammation or damage or something going on in your kidneys, which is not right.
That's very new to me.
Yeah.
So, like, what are the good contents that are supposed to be located in urine? Apart from, okay, I know proteins is not good. So, just to ask to clear my thoughts.
Wow. I'm trying to remember what a urinalysis rundown looks like. There's normally what? pH, color, whether it is
pH
foamy.
scale.
Yes,
Yeah.
they will give you all that in a urine analysis, a urinalysis. And then they will indicate if they have detected any things, including glucose. And that is how people maybe who have diabetes or such things or people who have gout, you will pick out things like uric acid. Yeah. So, but what a urinalysis looks like, and from my own experience, is you will see the pH, you will see the color, you will see whether it's foamy or not. You will see, different things that constitute the makeup of urine. Yeah.
So on to the last question. I was inquiring, does lupus have different ways of treatment, in the sense that if it has affected your eyes, will you be treated differently when it has affected another person's maybe kidney?
Yes. Yes and no. Your main aim when dealing with inflammation in the body from lupus is you want to reduce the inflammation. You either want to curb it or reduce it.
You cannot stop it.
I'm sure you can. I don't know the technicalities, but the main aim is you want to deal with the inflammation because it's an inflammatory process. Yeah. So what you're going through is an inflammatory process. In the way of that inflammation, there will be damage to some organs. So if it's very extensive, then or very severe, then you even have people who have had to go for dialysis. That would be different from maybe if I only had inflammation in the eyes and all I needed was perhaps eye drops or a different set of medication. Same way in case, for instance, I have a heart problem, I would be put on medication which is specific to a heart condition, for instance. And yes, like for me, I have to take some medication to protect my heart because then I did suffer inflammation of the heart muscles.
That's said.
Yeah.
I hope on the next episode we'll be able to even learn more, because this is more of a learning episode and I've learned a lot on this episode. And thank you for coming. And I've been your host, John Marvin.
I also want to thank you so much for your continued support, even through this platform. And I do hope that we will continue to share our perspectives from a patient perspective in support of each of us and those of us who journey with chronic conditions, and even those of us who are caregivers out there with people who are journeying with chronic conditions. And I'm your host, Trish Barasa.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.